Let's look at a few things that makes real estate such a powerful investment. Let's start with the first one, which is leverage. We all know you're buying a $500,000 property. All you need is a 20% deposit plus costs. In this case, let's call it you need $130,000. So we get to use the banks to help us buy a larger asset than we could potentially afford otherwise, which helps us get into a potentially much stronger return on our initial deposit. But what's even more powerful than that is what the long term does with real estate. So there's three things I love to look at real estate. One is appreciation. If you look over history, real estate appreciates over time. So time is a key factor. Don't buy investment properties thinking you're gonna make money in a few years. The chances are you're not. But if you have a holding period of 10 to 20 years and you look at appreciation, historically, real estate's gonna double every 10 to 12 years. Let's pretend it even took 15 years to double. You've got that appreciation. The other one, and the one that's often not talked about, is depreciation. So it's the land that really increases in value, but then we get to depreciate the building costs and certain features inside of the home against our tax. So typically speaking, you can depreciate the cost of building at 2.5% over 40 years. No matter when you buy that property, depending on the year, you can start to depreciate that and get more of an income return, a savings in taxes like income to help you actually cover the cost of that property. And the last one is amortization. This is one we don't hear many people talk about because it's all about interest-only loans. To me, at some point, you want to start to amortize the debt, which is what amortization is. It's actually debt reduction. So you've got your 30-year mortgage. If you're paying principal and interest over time, that debt goes down. So when you look at these four key factors, one, you have leverage to enable you to buy the property. If you buy the right property, you're going to see appreciation over time. Again, if you get the right due diligence done, speak to the right people, you're also going to have depreciation on that asset, which actually helps you hold the property over the long term. When the right time is for you to start paying principal off that property, you then get to amortize the mortgage, which ideally the tenant is doing for you. So on my real estate portfolio, I do each of these. I have depreciation, I have appreciation, and all of my properties are on principal and interest repayments, and my tenants actually cover the cost of that, nothing out of my personal pocket. So the debt gets amortized over 30 years. My long-term goal is to hold all of my properties unencumbered and to be able to live off that rent that just comes in consistently every single month.